Escape the commodity trap. In this episode, I'm going to address how to have the highest compensation with the least competition. Get ready. I've helped thousands of entrepreneurs be able to achieve that goal. So my name's Doug Andrew, and I've had many businesses, and I've been a financial strategist primarily now for more than 47 years. But during that time period, I have belonged to several mastermind groups headed up by Dan Sullivan, strategic coach, Joe Polish, the Genius Network, Dr. Robert Cooper, 12 Leaders, and on and on and on. And in all of those settings, I have helped many of my colleagues, other business owners, entrepreneurs, understand how to have the highest compensation with the least competition. And what I'm about to share with you, if you're a business owner, you have an entrepreneurship, if this is in your blood, get ready, because this is simple but extremely powerful. And all too often, business owners take a long time to learn this. Some of them never learn it. And they are wallowing in this red ocean instead of the blue ocean of opportunity they could have had their entire career. I'll explain the difference between red ocean and blue ocean next. One of the favorite business bestsellers that I have talked about for years is called Blue Ocean Strategy. The subtitle is How to Have Uncontested Market Space and Make Your Competition Irrelevant. Basically, they're talking about a blue ocean, a huge blue ocean of opportunity versus a red ocean. Why would an ocean turn red? Because of the sharks, okay? It gets ugly with the competition, and you have people attacking you. Unfortunately, a lot of business owners spend 80% of their time in litigation, lawsuits, tearing down their competition, trying to build themselves up by tearing down all the other buildings in town. You see a lot of not only business owners do this, but politicians. A blue ocean means, no, you focus on solving your customers' dangers, opportunities, and strengths. What do I mean by that? This is an idea I got from Dan Sullivan, the strategic coach. He's coached over 6,000 of the world top entrepreneurs. And so he says, what you look at is your clients or your customers' DOS, D-O-S, dangers. What are the biggest dangers they are facing that you can help them alleviate? Whether you're an orthodontist, a CPA, a tax attorney, a chiropractor, doesn't matter what you do. So as a financial strategist, the three biggest dangers that causes a lot of people during retirement, because I'm a retirement planning specialist, to outlive their money: taxes. They thought they were going to be in a lower bracket when they retired, and they're not. Taxes, inflation, causing the cost of living to double every 7 to 10 years. So they thought they could retire on $100,000, and in 10 years they need $200,000 to buy the same gallons of gas and loaves of bread they used to buy with $100,000 10 years ago. And then it doubles again, and now they need $400,000. They didn't see that coming. Taxes, inflation, and then market volatility. They think that the way they save for retirement, what they did for their retirement, is the same thing they should continue to use as far as a strategy during retirement. No, at retirement planning is something totally different than what you did for retirement planning. In this episode, I'm going to address how to escape this. But see, in my career, for 47 years, have been helping people eliminate those three dangers: taxes, inflation, and market volatility, by seizing three opportunities. Convert your money to tax-free, especially at retirement. Link your returns to the things that inflate so you can outpace inflation. I don't like inflation any more than anybody does, but it doesn't hurt me. It helps me. And then I make myself immune from market volatility. I get to experience upside potential, but when the market goes down, I don't lose, because I show people how to get their money out of the market and still benefit when the market is doing well. That's called indexing. Now, the greatest strengths of my favorite vehicle, and I'll gift you a copy of my most recent best-selling book at the end of this episode, is called The Laser Fund, but it's liquidity, safety, and predictable rates of return. So that's what DOS means. When you are solving your clients' or customers' DOS, you become the competition. Okay, other people are going, how are you doing that? It's because you're not worried about your competition. You become the competition because you're focused on your customers. It's about them. It's not about your competitors. And you will become the competition. So let me explain to you a very powerful insight I got from the book, The Experience Economy. Years ago, I read a book called The Experience Economy, and I'm going to summarize what the authors in that book were describing as far as what people pay for, generally a higher price for things they perceive as a higher value. That sounds like a no-brainer, right? Now, before I explain this, if this is intriguing you, and especially as I continue, be sure and click like, post a comment, subscribe to this 3-Dimensional Wealth channel. It's free. Why? Because I have over 500 educational videos to help you understand how to optimize assets and minimize taxes, and also increase your business dramatically. My most recent best-selling book is called The 10 Keys Transformation, and this is actually key number 2. Now, stay with me to the end, and I'll gift you a copy of that book. Folks, in this book called The Experience Economy, the authors use the example of coffee. Now, I'm not a coffee drinker, but they say coffee in its pure commodity form when they published the book. Coffee beans were worth about 2 cents a cup, okay? So that's a commodity. When you take those coffee beans and you bake them into coffee grounds and package them so that you can buy it and go home and make a steaming cup of hot coffee, it goes up about 10 times in price to 25 cents a cup. So you go from commodity to a unique product. Now, you take that unique product, a cup of coffee, and put it into the convenience sector at a restaurant or a 7-Eleven, or you give exceptional service, and they'll charge you 4 times that. Again, it will go from 25 cents up to $1 a cup, okay? But see, Starbucks became famous doing what? The internet cafe, the stop between the home and the office where people could hang out. And it was the unique experience at Starbucks. And so people, without batting an eye, shell out $4 or $5 for an espresso-based cup of coffee, and they often walk away proud they did it. I travel a lot, and I'll stop at a Starbucks kiosk at an airport to get a poppy seed muffin or an orange juice or a banana, and I'll wait in line for 10, 15 minutes. I see people doing that, and then they shell out $5 for 15 cents worth of liquid because they have a little bit of caramel or whatever in it, and they walk away proud like it's a status symbol. At a kiosk? Because they relate Starbucks to a unique environment, a unique experience. So, let me tell you, we do this with water. Years ago, there were 30 of my colleagues and associates that shipped our Harley-Davidson motorcycles to Atlanta, Georgia, and we flew in because we're super busy, so we ship them there. And we rode down to Miami, and our spouses flew in, and then we came up through the Everglades and ended up in the Disney theme parks for 3 days. Hottest May days on record. And the first day, I stopped at an ice cart and shelled out $2.50 for a 20-ounce bottle of water. I could have walked another 10 feet and gotten a drink of water for free between the men's and ladies' room at a drinking fountain. But I didn't bat an eye. At the end of the day, the third bottle was still half full, but it was warm, and without thinking a thing of it, I threw it in the trash. We went out and we filled up our Harleys with premium gasoline and screamed highway robbery. Why? Because this was 1999, and they charged us $1.60 a gallon for gasoline. At home, it was $1.30. How can they take advantage of us here, us tourists? Now, do the math. How many ounces in a gallon? 128. Buying water for $2.50, it's now $4, by the way. At $2.50, do the math. We were paying the equivalent of $16 a gallon for water and throwing it away and screaming highway robbery at 1/10 that for gasoline. If you would have told me 25 years earlier that people would pay as much for a gallon of water as a gallon of gasoline, I would have laughed at you. But 10 times as much and throwing it away? Why were we willing to do that at Disney World? Because they had what I call a value creation monopoly. We were willing to pay whatever because of the convenience. We didn't think a thing of it. Yeah, here's $2.50. Now it's $4. For a bottle of water you can get at Costco for 11 cents a bottle. Hello? But we do it because we're having a unique experience. So let me summarize up to this point. People will pay for a commodity, but they'll pay more for a unique product. They'll pay more for exceptional service. That's as high as most business owners ever get to, offering good service. Those who provide a unique experience are just about there. There's one level higher that people value even more and will pay the most for. That's a meaningful transformation. When you provide a meaningful transformation for your clients or customers, you will have the highest compensation with the least competition. Price goes out the window, okay? So for example, it doesn't matter if you're a CPA, an attorney, an orthodontist, a chiropractor. I don't care if you upholster furniture, you sell cars. Me as a financial advisor, I did far more than just sell a commodity. Here's the bottom line. If somebody were to say, oh, I know Joe, he sells insurance. That's a commodity. That's clear down here. If they say, oh, he sells that unique product, indexed universal life. Now you're one rung up on the ladder. But if they go, oh, they not only have unique products and the latest and the greatest, but they have exceptional service. They're always on time. They do what they say they're going to do. They always say please and thank you. See, those are the referability factors. A lot of business owners never understand those. Now you're getting to exceptional service. That's where most people stop. But if it's a unique experience, see, people, when they learn something that they didn't know before, if all you're doing is selling people on something they already want, that's just selling. But when you educate people and they end up wanting something they didn't know they wanted until they got educated, that's a unique experience. Education is a unique experience. And so once they get educated, they want something they didn't know they wanted. That's why orthodontists that I teach this to, when they change from more than just straightening teeth, we build beautiful smiles, which builds confidence for your sweet daughter here so that she won't be hiding her smile and she'll run for student body office or cheerleader or whatever. I want to change her entire confidence by building a beautiful smile, because I can straighten her teeth for $4,000. But if we take the little bit of extra effort, we can transform her smile. And that will run just a little bit more. It's like the difference between somebody who can mow your lawn and get the job done and those who take the extra time to trim it and manicure it, and it looks so much better. When you begin to explain to your clients and customers that it's not just the commodity, it's not only the unique products, you have the latest and greatest, you offer exceptional service, but you provide a unique experience for them. I have some that I've coached that every time a client comes, they put an apple or a cherry pie in the oven. They ask what your favorite flavor is, and pretty soon the aroma is filling it. After the hour appointment, they box it up and hand it to them and give the wife a rose. That's a unique experience. You make yourself different. But there's one level higher. That is when you create a meaningful transformation. When you figure that out, you'll have the highest compensation with the least competition. You want to learn more about this and 9 other concepts like that one? So I'm very passionate about this, and I have delivered this workshop to many, many thousands of entrepreneurs and helped them take their practice, whatever they do, to 10 times in less than 60 months while simplifying their life. So my most recent digital book that you can print out, and it's in full color, is called The 10 Keys Transformation. There's that word. How to exponentially elevate your career, profits, and customer engagement in 60 months or less while simplifying your life. Would you like a free copy of this digital book? Here's how you can claim your free copy. Go to free10keysbook.com. You contribute a nominal amount towards the processing, and I will fire out a digital copy for you. You can print it out if you like, or you can also get the audio version. But my challenge to you is embrace this. Take whatever you do to 10 times in less than 60 months while simplifying your life, and you can be among the hundreds of advisors that I've helped do exactly that.